You already know, Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Right off jump today. Listen, what does success mean to you? What exactly does it look like? Does it mean you're making more money, or does it mean you are actually having a rewarding life? All right, you're actually seeing things come full circle. My mother, recently, a couple weeks ago, not just my mother, my sister, my mother, my sister, my father, and my niece and nephew are all part of this group chat. And I'll put the pictures. If you're following me on Instagram, I'll merge the pictures with this video. All right. She sends a picture wearing the same sweatshirt as my nephew that says Gym 44 request a tryout, which is the first company I started, to take him to a football game for the White Oak Warriors, the same team I played for as a kid. You know, I talk about them all the time. And I remember I was on the phone with my mother just a couple of days ago, and I asked, you know, how rewarding must that feel for you to know that your son played for this same organization? You were there at the inception of the organization when we first moved from Capital Beltway League to Pop Warner, and that same organization is running strong, and you get to watch your grandson play and make the same plays. I mean, just like your son. That is success. That is the all right. Well, let me go back to the initial question. What does success really look like? That has nothing to do with money. Yes, you need money to survive. You need enough money to survive, but that is not equate. Success and money, they do not equate. They do not equate as most people think. They equate very minimally. I'll say it like that. They equate very minimally. Real success is being able to watch things come full circle. The same way my mother is able to watch, my mother's able to now watch her grandson do the same things her son did, and see both her kids actually, doing well, being featured on interviews and things of that nature. Nothing to do with money. All right. So the real question is, how are you living your life? What are you doing? What are you putting in? What are you putting in that's going to grow and make it so you get to have that day one day where you get to see things come full circle? You're not going to see it right away. All right. If my mother can do it with associate's degree, what she decided, I'll just give you a little piece of what she decided to. She decided to go back, get her associate's degree, grew up in Trinidad, came to Brooklyn, decided to move, and probably, now that I'm thinking about it, probably was a very unpopular decision for her to move from Brooklyn to Silver Spring, Maryland, just so she can raise her family and say, she said to herself, look, I don't want them growing up in the inner cities. I want them growing up in the suburbs so I can see these things. And then she goes and gets her CDL license, moves up, drives the buses, and now she's working in transportation, doing all these great things that most people really don't aspire to be. Most folks don't even know these kinds of things exist. However, the way she's invested her time and the way she's invested into her kids gives her the opportunity to see the fruits of her labor. And I'm putting this out there just for anyone out there. Listen, I deal with a lot of parents every single day, a lot of mothers every single day, a lot of people going through it. And what I want to get through to you on this video is that success isn't necessarily about the amount of money you make. All right. It's about what are you putting in? What are you putting in that's going to come back and that's going to grow, that's going to establish itself long after you're no longer here. All right. I do dive deeper on all this stuff. If you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to the Move Swiftly podcast. If you listen to this on the Move Swiftly podcast, simply hit the follow button. If you have not yet heard about the Move Swiftly podcast, make sure you go and find it and hit the follow button. Comes out 5 days a week. Also, makeyamove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. Purchase Swiftly, your guide to innovative teamwork. Make your move, a unique look into boxing, dance, and entrepreneurship. 6-figure athlete turning skills into cash. And the Move Swiftly coloring book. Also, there'll be plus LY merch. Make sure you get a copy. Get you some merch as well. Also, Gym 44 request a tryout merch, the same merch that you see my niece, my nephew, and my mother were wearing as well. Also, the most important thing is the ROI hiring seminars. Make sure you inquire about those as well. They'll be going down every single month, the last weekend of every single month. And the Move Swiftly seminars. Move Swiftly workshops, Move Swiftly workshops. Inquire about that as well. We'll be finding the right employee and the right employer, and we're making that match every single day. Right? Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.